USACO 2014 December bronze second question crosswords. Let's dive into it. Like all cows, Bessie the cow likes to solve crosswords puzzle. Unfortunately, her sister Alice has spilled milk all over her books of crossword, smearing the text and making it difficult for her to see where each clue begins. It's your job to help Bessie out and recover the clue numbering. An unlabeled crossword is given to you as an n by m grid. N is bigger or equal than 3 and then small equal than 50. M also bigger equal than 3 and then small equal than 50. Some cell will be clear, typically colored white. This cell we are able to put alphabet, and some cell will be blocked, typically colored block. A block cell we could not put it. Given this layout, clue numbering is a simple process which follows two logical steps. Step 1. We determine if each cell begins a horizontal and vertical clue. If a cell begins a horizontal clue, it must be clear. Each neighboring cell to the left must be blocked or outside the crossword grid, and the two cells on each right must be clear. That is, a horizontal clue can only represent a word of 3 or more characters. That means this one is empty, and then right neighbor 2 cell empty means number of character in word must be 3 and more, right? The rule for a cell beginning a vertical clue are analogous. The cell above must be blocked or outside of a grid, and the two cells below must be clear. Step 2. We assign a number to each cell that begins a clue. Cells are assigned numbers sequentially starting with 1 in the same order that you would read a book. Cells in the top row are assigned numbers from left to right. Then the second row, etc. Only cells beginning a clue are assigned a number. For example, consider the grid where dot indicates a clear cell and sharp is block cell. In this case, this is empty and this is block. So this one is block, and then right is out of the crossword, right? So, and then from this one is empty and right to cell is empty. So this one we are able to put it, assign it the start point. And this one also same. In this case, this one vertical is satisfied. So this one also same. Vertical satisfied. And then in this case, not only horizontal and vertical also satisfied. So the answer must be these 4 cells. So we can labeling one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So answer must be, this one is to indicate 1, 1. So this one is 1, 1, right? And then second, this one is 1, 2. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, and then finally 1, 2, 3, 1. So this one is answer. So first we needed to calculate a number of start point 4, and then we also needed to put each number of the index of row and the index of column. It must be starting with 1. So okay, let's make crossword info file and sorry, and then we're gonna read it. So to read it, we're gonna import sys, and then we're gonna use sys standard input. We're gonna open the file crosswords.in, and then parameter is readable. So this is the file, right? So first we're gonna skip this one. To do that, we just input it. Then we're gonna skip, and then now we're gonna use this one. To do that, first we're gonna make a matrix to put a grid of, okay, let's say grid is better, right? Grid. The crossword grid is, and then second we're gonna read one by one, line in, standard input, and then we're gonna put into grid of pent line. In this case, this one is a string, so to change it to array, we need list. Okay, let's check it. Grid. This one is good, but as you see, the last one is carriage return, so we need to get rid it because there is no need. To do that, let's say if line last character is carriage return, okay, so we no need to last one. So otherwise we're gonna use all. Okay, now we have argument to input for new grid, new function, and to make it readable. Then in this case, output must be (1,1) and 1,2 and 1,3 and 3,1. Based on this one. How we able to make it? Approach 1. In this case, we just do proposed solution. How we able to do? First, we gonna scan item of metric grid one by one, and if this one is satisfied, we're gonna add it to the output, and then finally we're gonna return it. So let's see, this one is 1,1. Let's see the left side. This one is empty, out of grid, right? So that is okay. And then second, this one is empty. Yes. And then final, right neighborhood, to right neighborhood is empty, right? And then we're gonna put it. Next is this one. This one is not satisfied, but this one is satisfied. So we're gonna put it. And then this one also, this one is vertical is satisfied, so put it. And then finally, this one is satisfied. Another is not satisfied, and then we're gonna return this one. Does this make sense? To do that, time complexity is, I think this is linear. So the number of grid is row, number of row, and then number of column. And by n, space must be constant because we don't need to use this data structure. Okay, let's make crosswords function, and then we're gonna put grid. And then output crossword, and then put it. And then first we're gonna calculate number of rows is length of grid, and the number of column is length of grid first one. So length of grid is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This is M, and its number of column is grid 0 is item of grid 0 is 1, 2, 3. So this is 5 and 3. For row in range M, for column in range N. So first is if column is 0, or that means column 0 means left side is out of grid. So this is able to start point, right? Or grid row and column minus 1 is block. Then we're gonna check this 3. So for next row in range 3, because we just check only 3 cell from here, and let's change relative to absolute position, and then to check if n row must be smaller than n. Oh, sorry, this is column, and column must be bigger than n, and grid, row, and column must be empty. So in this case is pass case, but we needed to make a not passed case to break. To do that, just do not here. If we did all over pass, we're gonna put output of pen, row, and column. And then in this case, this index of row start with 1, so we're gonna add 1, 1. And then row also same. 0 while grid, row minus 1, and column is blocked. And then for n row in range 3, and row change it relative to absolute. Column. And then if not, and row m and grid, and row and column is spot empty, and then it must be brick. Otherwise, we're going to put output of pen, row plus 1, and column plus 1. Then we're going to return output. There are one more case we need to check. Oops. I didn't print out. Yes. As you see, everything is same, right? But this one is the, double. The reason is this one is also satisfy the horizontal, not only horizontal, but also vertical. So that means if this one is satisfied, no need to check this one, right? To do that, we just add, continue. Then this one is satisfied, this one continue, means next one will be skipped. So this one is answer, right? So now we have the one last things is we needed to make it with this format. So first, maybe this is very easy. Just return print length of output, right? This is 4. And then second also print row and column. But in this case, we need space, right? And then to string concatenation, you need to change integer to string. Then maybe we can do it. So let's do it. So first, print length of output 4. Next 4 row and column in output. So print string row and white space string column. Then this one. Perfect. So now we're gonna print to 5 is often crosswords out and is right. So maybe okay, cool. And then Python. Let's submit. Thank you.